Shalom and welcome to this energizing yoga flow. My name is Idara, and this flow will bring some flexibility into your muscles while building heat. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting in a seated position, breathing deeply in and out. Breathe in and out. Right about here, you may set an intention for your day. What do you need from the universe today? Can you picture it in your mind's eye while you breathe in and out? Slowly make your way to the top of the mat. Deep breath in with raised arms. Breathe out with your arms in prayer. Right about now, you may tune again into your intention for the day. Deep breath in with raised arms. Cactus your arms. Enjoy this really nice back bend. Breathe in. Stretch your arms one after the other towards the sky. Then come into a fold. Do not forget your breath. It's very essential. Now roll up your spine, slowly bringing your neck and head up last. Breathe in with raised hands and fold again. Rise halfway, step back into plank and into your first downward facing dog. Shift your heels to the left, toes pointing right, stretching your right side body. Then shift your heels to the right, toes pointing left, stretching your left side body. Shift into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and back down to downward facing dog. Right leg high, bend right knee, and roll out your right ankle. Then straighten your leg and place it back down. Raise your left leg up, bend your knee, roll out your ankle, straighten your leg and place it back down. Stretch back and come to the front of your mat. Bend over legs, reach halfway, and then fold over your legs. Rise up to the sky. Yeah. Fold over legs. Halfway. Place hands on the ground and chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Raise your right leg. Bend at your knee. Bring right knee to right elbow. Twist it to the left elbow. Twist again to the right elbow. Again to the left. Bring it to the center around your spine. Lift up your right leg. And send it back down. Shift into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Raise your left leg, bend at your knee, roll out the ankle, bring your left knee to the left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, center. Lift up your left leg and then place it back down. Walk your feet to the back of your mat and roll up your spine. Mountain pose here. In this pose, mention 3 things that you are grateful for today. Breathe in, raise hands up, and bend your back. Bend to the earth. Raise up halfway and walk to the front of the mat. Push up and then push up again. Step to the front of the mat, forward fold, and roll up your spine. Take a deep breath in to chair pose. Breathe here. Bring right hand behind and left hand forward. Breathe out and switch direction of the arms. Again, just keep going. Then bend over your legs. Now that was intense. Rise up, cactus your arms, and take that back bend. Raise your hands up, breathe out. Now come into tree pose, pressing your right feet into your left thigh. The secret in this pose is pressing both sides against each other equally to create balance and heat. Now bring the right knee into chest. Roll out the ankle. Stretch the leg back into warrior 3 with the hands spread by the side. Step right leg behind into crescent. Breathe in and out. Then bring your right hand forward and your left hand behind into this twisted crescent pose. Twisted reverse lunge. With or without the helps of block, come into a twisted half moon with your right leg behind your left hand to the sky, maintaining a stable spine. Come back into twisted crescent pose and on twists into warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Then come back down into a plank with your left leg raised. Push up 2 times. And then upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Continue with your breath. Shift into plank. Push up and then step into chair. Bring the right hand forward, left hand back, and keep switching sides. Then bend over your legs. Rise up halfway. Bend over your legs. Deep breath in. Bring the left leg into tree pose with the left feet on the right thigh. Raise both hands up. Breathe in and out. Bring your left leg into your chest. Roll out your ankles. And then move it into warrior 3. Leg goes behind and both arms spread to the sides. Now step your left leg to the back and come into twisted crescent lunge with your left hand in front and your right hand behind. Twisted reverse lunge. Back into twisted crescent lunge. And then raise your hands to the sky. Place your hands back on the mat. Come into plank. 1 push-up, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Good job, guys. We have just 1 more round of this flow. Stick around. Then shift into plank, 2 times push-ups. Step or jump into chair pose. Raise your hands above your head. Right arm back, left arm forward, switch. Keep going. And then stand up. Breathe. Bring right heel into left thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your right leg in. Roll out the ankle. Spread your right leg behind you. Spread your hands to the side. Warrior 3. Come into twisted half moon. Right leg behind. Left arm to the sky while maybe looking up. Then step your right leg into twisted crescent lunge. Twisted reverse lunge. Place your hands to the ground. Ranga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Push up 2 times for the last time. And then step to the front of the mat into chair pose. Now lift up your right hand. Switch. Switch. And then stand up. Bring your left heel into your right thigh. Raise both hands up. You may close your eyes if you're feeling balanced. When you breathe out, bring your left leg into your chest. Roll out the ankle. Well, like you guys already know how it goes. Fly into warrior 3. And then come into twisted half moon. Twisted crescent lunge again. For the last time. Twisted reverse lunge. And then down. Right leg up. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Yay. Come down to the mat. Put your hands behind your tailbone and bend your back. If you're up to it, touch your heels with your hands while still bending your back and opening your chest. Breathe here. After, we can take a well-deserved counter child's pose. I hope you enjoyed this practice as much as I enjoyed making it. Come into seated position. Stretch your left leg to the side. Bend your right hand to catch your left leg if you can. Really stretch that right side of the body. Take a few breaths in here and out. Then bring both hands to the left leg. Breathe in, strengthening your spine. And breathe out, folding deeply onto the left leg. Take a few breaths in here. And then counter bend over the right leg. Now let's get into a funky stretch. Using your right hand, lift your left leg up. Look over your right armpit and stretch your left hand out on the mat. It's a really good one. So let's go to the other side. Stretch your right leg out. With your left hand to catch your right leg and enjoy that stretch on the left side of the body. You can even look up. Enjoy a little back bend in this pose. Now when you're done, both hands catch the right leg. Breathe in, strengthen your spine, and breathe out, fold deeper onto the right leg. I forgot to counter stretch over the left thigh. It's not that bad. So let's try this again on the right leg, taking the right leg with the left hand, placing the right hand over to the side and stretching that leg up, stretching the left side of the body and the right leg at the same time. Breathe deeply here. Now straighten our spine and then fold over our thighs. What was your favorite part in today's workout? Please comment down below. Now let's lift up our right hand, twist it behind us over onto the left thigh and place our left hand on our right thigh. Come into a twist, looking up. And then let's switch sides, placing the right hand over the left leg and twisting our left hand all the way behind and over onto the right thigh. Twist our hands, cross them over and bend into them. That's really, really sweet for the shoulders. When we are done, we cross the other hand on top and bend again. And we slowly come out of it. We bend into our inner thighs to rise up. Come into all fours and then into a downward facing dog. Now bring the right leg into pigeon pose. Then straighten your spine. Breathe in. And when you're ready, fold over your right leg. This is one of my favorite stretches. It gets the job done. Then place your left leg over your right leg. Come forward. Breathe deeply in while straightening your spine and then fold over both legs. It's also a really good one. Come up. Bend your knees side to side, just shaking it out. Windmill, wiping it out. Then we go into pigeon on the left leg. Bring it forward, square the hips. Then bring your arms forward, breathe in, straighten the spine, fold over the left leg. Bring your right leg on top of the left leg. Again, move forward, breathe in, straighten the spine, fold over. Do you still remember your intention from the beginning of the practice? And the 3 things that you are grateful for? Keep them in your heart and speak them into manifestation. Our very last downward facing dog is here. Reach your right hand over your left ankle, stretch your arm, and then switch sides. Sit on the mat. Eagle arms with one arm wrapped around the other. Spread it wide. And the other arm wraps around. Include some neck rolls here. And now, finally, we come to the mat into Shavasana. Place both hands on your groins where you feel your pulse. Now I'm going to sit up in about a minute just because I felt more in the frame sitting up than when I was lying down. So you may remain lying, of course. Breathe in and out. Thank yourself for showing up. This was not easy. It demanded strength. It demanded grit. but you nailed it. So be grateful for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Thank yourself for showing up. Breathe in. Place your hands on your head, reminding yourself to have clear thoughts. On your lips, reminding you to speak words of wisdom. And on your heart, reminding you to have a clear conscience. Thank you once again. Subscribe, share, and let's meet up again. Ciao.